one. Are you surprised by the attention you're getting right now?
Not really. I mean, it's kind of what I want. I'm an artist, so I'm hoping that I get a little attention. Otherwise, my record sales might be a little sketch.
Well, let's get to that, because you talked about the VMAs, and you said, look, people called it a hot mess, but it was a strategic. Some people are going to love it. Some people are going to be offended by it, but people are going to be talking about it the next morning. Was it your plan?
I don't ever really plan to offend people, but sometimes that just happens because I think people, you know, they're not open to what they don't understand, but that's why what I'm doing is for my fans, because they're all really young, and so they understand what I'm doing.
Well, did it go exactly as you planned?
Exactly.
Is there anything you would have done?
I mean, it's a month later, and we're still talking about it, so
Which is
we definitely
amazing.
went as planned.
It really is. When we talk about the performance, and obviously a lot of it was very provocative. I'm never going to go to a sporting game and see a foam finger again in the same way.
Without getting up and doing this with it.
I probably won't do that, but I'll be thinking about it. Add to that some of the photos that I've seen of you recently on the internet. Add to that the naked shot on the wrecking ball for your video. It's very clear that you are navigating.
That also you can't help, but every time you go by wrecking ball, you just want to get naked and be on top
Luckily,
of it.
I don't pass a lot of wrecking balls, but
this is New York. What do you mean? I've seen a trillion.
That's true, but it's clear that you are attempting to navigate tricky territory right now that a lot of people have tried in the past between child star and adult performer. Is it harder than you thought it would be?
No, because this is just like who I am. I think it's only hard if you're trying to be something you're not. Being who you are is really easy if you're really true to that.
Is it a phase? Is this a phase? Is the sexual side of you that we're seeing a lot of right now something that's going to be here for a while and then move on to something else?
Well, I heard when you turn 40, things start to go a little less sexual. So probably around 40, around that time, I heard that's when people don't have sex anymore. So I guess maybe around then.
Do you know how old I am?
I'm going to guess 40. You don't.
I love you again. 55.
55. Oh, well, then you're really definitely not sexual.
Any do-overs in terms of your career right now? Is there something you would like to do differently that you've done in the last couple of months?
I can't change anything, can't go back. So I can do a lot of things, but I can't change the past, so nothing. Can't change, but you know, anything I can't control, I don't really think about. I just live my life the way it is, and I don't really regret anything.
One of the things you have done is you've answered some of your critics. You know, one comes to mind in particular, Sinead O'Connor, who tweeted some things about you. My first question is your thoughts on her. My second is, why not just let it go?
My thoughts started amazing. My thoughts, if you want to know my thoughts, I think she's an incredible artist. I think she's an awesome songwriter, and I was really inspired by her for my Wrecking Ball video, which is what started the whole thing. I don't know how someone can start a fight with somebody that's saying, hey, I really respect you, and I really love what you did. You know what? You suck, and I don't like you. That was kind of crazy, but, you know, as I said, I'm a big fan of hers, so it doesn't really matter.
Do you wish, though, maybe you had stayed out of the fray a little bit because you did fire back? It got intense there.
It's all good. You can write as many open letters as you want. That's really what blogging is. So, I mean, I get open letters every day. It's nothing too new for me.
What are you going to do next? What do you see? Do you have a 5-year plan? You said you don't plan things a second ago. I think you meant overnight. But do you have a 5-year plan?
Not really. I'm focused on when I get to go on tour, which is going to be next year, which I'm really excited about. And so that's really my focus. My plan is focusing on right now and continuing what I'm doing, because I'm the happiest I've ever been in my whole life. So I'm really happy to be here.
You're getting a lot of attention, as we already said. Everybody I've talked to about you, Miley, says this young lady has real talent, bona fide talent. Do you ever worry that some of the things that go on around you draw people's attention away from that talent?
I don't really worry about anything, because I know who I am, and I know that I'm an artist, and I know that I've put all this time and this effort into my record, and my record is proof of really who I am. And you know, I said something before where, for me, the most important thing is being a really good person, and that doesn't depend on what you do on stage. That depends how you treat people when you're off stage, and I know how I treat people, so I'm not really too worried about it.
Talk to me a little bit